The Daily Purge. Let's sing it. All right. What were we going to say? How you doing, guys? Remember?
No.
No? You weren't going to do that? All right. Okay, good.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, everybody. I just want to get through. I want to talk about getting through those days that just kick your butt. All right? The days that just kick your ass. I don't want to swear because the subtitles make it impossible to swear. And you know, there's those days come along. They do, you know. And even though we dictate our own reality, they still come along. And you still have days that just kick your ass. You know, it's like, what the hell's going on? This is going wrong. That's going wrong. Why is this happening? Why is that happening? Right? I mean, you know, you get in an argument with somebody, or maybe you get in an argument with your partner, and then your car breaks down, and then you realize your car is totaled. It happened to me. So my car is totaled, not from an accident, but from an engine blew. So, you know, you're like, oh God. And everybody else around you is like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, whatever. Those external things that get us down, those external things that keep us down. The only thing that I have challenges with is when I have relationship challenges. That's where it's really tough for me personally to overcome, but I still do it. You know, you have to do it, right? You have to do it. What's the point? I mean, if you let yourself get down, you're going to add fuel to the fire. Hello, Carrie. How are you? Good to see you. I'm sorry to hear that. My dude, my man, Brian Hess. What's up, Phoenix? All right, Tim. How you doing, mate? Governor. Good to hear from you. Yeah. So one of those days it just happens. You know what I mean? And then you're just like yourself, why is this happening today? Well, it's happening today because it's trying to show you something. Maybe you're moving too fast. Maybe you're not paying attention. Maybe there's something you should be doing that you're not doing. There's a million reasons for things to happen, but this is the thing. Look for the potential. Look for the good things in the bad things. You know, look for the potential behind why you're being stopped and what you're doing, why something happened. I mean, I still haven't found out. Okay, so my car breaks down, my engine blows. It's totaled, basically. So what is the lesson behind that? I don't even know yet. But you know what? I'm not worried about it because my intention is that there is a lesson behind that and that there's a quality behind it. There's something happening behind it. And so I just let it go. And people ask me all the time, like I remember I lost my Rolex one time and my wife's like, oh my God. I'm like, I guess I wasn't supposed to be wearing it. Right? That's a great way to go through life. It doesn't mean you're laissez-faire. It doesn't mean you're like lazy about things that are happening, but it means you don't let these things affect your internal operating system. Boom. You know what I'm saying? It's freaking hot here, by the way. It's like 95 degrees, killing me. So these are the days that we all hate to embrace. These are the days that we hate, but they're the days where we actually need to step up consciously and say, okay, what the hell's going on? Michael, indeed we do, brother man. Michael Cirillo, the Canadian gangster up there. All right, the mafia. I won't use your nickname, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Michael Cirillo. That name Cirillo. Think about that. Mafia through and through. Don't let the smile fool you. All good, fella. You should be pouring an oil engine. Yeah, I know, right? No, it wasn't oil. It was the crankshaft, actually, that broke in two or something ridiculous. I guess I've been driving too heavy. But it's a BMW. They're prone to that kind of crap. Anyway, so you're trucking down the road. You're trucking down. You're doing things, good things. You're having an impact, and then suddenly, you're slammed in the face with a sledgehammer. And then it happens in your business. And then it happens in your life. And then it happens in your relationship. And you're like, fudge, man, why is all these things happening? Well, they're connected, aren't they? One thing leads to another. If something happens to me in my car and I'm in a bad mood, I come home and I schnauze my wife on, right? Like I get mad at her or something. That's going to cause a ripple effect, right? That'll cause a ripple effect. And the kids will be like, what's going on, Daddy? Like, hey, well, you know, and I'm having a ripple effect with them too. And then I get on the phone with someone on the business. They go, hey, man, what's up? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, man. What's up? What's up with that? You know, ripple effect right there. We need to nip that shit in the bud. And I mean, nip it in the bud and make it happen. Like, where's your true power lie? Is it on the outside there worrying about all that crap? No, it's not. Your true power lies on the inside. Your true power lies in your navigation system, your operating system. So that's where we got to focus. We got to focus on that. Okay, how do I feel right now? How do I get my mojo back? How do I get myself back on target with what the heck's going on in my life? Because that's what matters. That's where the impact comes. And if you look at the grand scheme of things, if you pan out, like I used to always say, you pan out, look at your life. How much of an impact does this really have on your life? This 1 hour of 1 day, of a month, of a year, of your whole life. Like blip, nada, nothing. It's like a gnat's, falling into the water. You can hardly even see it. No idea what analogy that came from, but you know what I mean. You're well wedged up. Thanks, buddy. Time for rolls. Yeah, there we go. Right. All right. So I'm saying, I mean, great things happen. Then I get overwhelmed and try to delegate. There you go. Work with the law of the architect. Everyone has their job. Lane has his job. I have my job. Our social media has her job. This kind of stuff. And I don't look over his shoulder. He doesn't look over my shoulder. We know what we're going to do. We know what we're going to do, and we're good to go. So that job isn't really the issue. It's the things that happen to you in between things, so to say. And when that happens, you just got to buckle up, let it go, accept it for what it is, and say, you know what? That's just what the moment called for. Isn't that right, Chris Shivers, if he's here watching? Just what the moment called for. Because you never know what that path was supposed to be that you're on. It could have been something else. And maybe this is a way of the universe showing you where you should be going, or sort of diverting you in a way. Sort of like train tracks when they switch over, going on a different track. And if you see it that way, life is so much easier. I tell you, life is so much easier. And yes, it's still a challenge. Don't get me wrong. When I talk about this stuff, just so everybody knows, when I talk about this kind of stuff, it isn't because I live this freaking perfect life and I'm all harmonious and the world's ice cream and candy. It's not. Hey, Olga, how are you? It's not. Of course, it's not. I have my challenges. Lane and I have our challenges. My wife and I have our challenges. Business have challenges. It is, but it's not something that's going to change my mood or my life for any drastic amount of time. A couple minutes, maybe an hour or something like that if something happens. But that's it. And I'm staying on track because I dictate my own reality. You can dictate your own reality as well. Don't let the outside or anybody else drag your ass down. Nobody. Take it with a grain of salt. Look at it, inspect it, see if you can do anything about it. And if not, onward, upward on your mission. Okay? Look at this, I'm sweating. Jesus. That's how hot it is in here. I have the air conditioning in my office. Need to change that. Okay, that's it for today. Real simple, real easy. Thank you, Olga. Thank you so much. Don't let the little things get you down, man. And if you look at the big arguments you've had in your life, they're usually about little things anyway. Why? Because you didn't deal with the things in the first place. So then when the next little 1 ounce drop of sand drops on the pile, it just explodes because you're already about ready to explode. So deal with the stuff as it happens. Look for what it is. Embrace the truth in that. See if you can see what the real message is and why it's trying to divert you on another path or another direction. And you're going to be much further ahead than most people on the planet. Most people on the planet are slaves to the outside world. They really are. I have to do this because they said that. I have to do this because they said that. I have to act like this. I have to be like this. I have to wear this. I have to say this. I have to, tonality, everything. You just go on any social media platform and you'll see it. No such small stuff, just a lack of AC. Exactly. Thank you, Mr. Michael Cirillo, Godfather. You killed my brother. All right, everybody, have a fantastic one. Remember that one thing that the mafia always says, it's all about quality of life. Have a great one. See you guys.